Yo, what's good, family? This explanation here is for the song I wrote called Pastor's Prayer. It's really coming from uh, the perspective of another pastor praying for other pastors. Um, and it's kind of a reflection of me praying for pastors because I don't care what anybody says, pastoring is the hardest job in the world. It really is. It's probably one of the most uh, thankless jobs, and not in terms of uh, why they do it. It's just, man, you can shepherd people, you can give them your all, you can pour into them, encourage them, slide them some cash personally, from your own pocket to somebody, and you can still be just dumped all on and thrown to the dogs at a single mistake that you may make, or if your ministry does something that is not popular. uh, and it's probably the easiest to be picked on, if I'm being honest. Like, because the church has a standard, that is supposed to be held up. Like, pastors are men first. Like, they can't make any mistakes. Like, they can't slip up nowhere. There is a pressure. Well, I can't say a pressure. There is an expectation from outsiders that you can't have a moment. You can't break down. You must stay solid every single day through every single situation. And if you break down and have that moment, yo, that's it. Throw them to the dogs, kick them to the curb. I couldn't do it. It ain't, and it's really not for the faint of heart. And I know a lot of people who, um, even I thought I was going to be a pastor behind a pulpit, and it wasn't meant to be. I found my calling later on in life. Some people who have thought they were supposed to be pastors and they tried it out, and it wasn't them. It was them wanting to be because of, there is a lot of prestige that comes with being a pastor and being out in front and all of this, but there's also that ugly side to it. You got to be able to carry that mantle. Not everybody can carry that mantle. That's even for apostles, prophets, evangelists, and the whole fivefold ministry. But for you to be a head of a church, and even the bishops, for you to be a head of a church, though, man, yo, I applaud them. And so the song really was a prayer about, Lord, help them out. If they make a mistake, put them back in line. You can still use them. Their path is not over. But at the drop of a dime, the public is ready to crucify them at every turn. And we could just look around at the recent things with Creflo Dollar and see that, he came out and openly admitted his wrongs and confessed. And he just got took to the cleaners, man. But, it's like that. So pastoring is the hardest job in the world to me, bar none. It's just really is. So the song is literally a prayer for them that they can recover if they fall off, if they make a mistake, and that God can still use them and they can still heal from their past wounds and deal with their own families, the church, and have a balanced life on top of that, man. I pray that they can still. I pray that they have that. So that's where the song came from. And I found all my beats on BandLab, and that song took about a day and a half to write. I wrote the first verse when I heard the beat, and then like the next day I wrote the second verse, and then I went and just cleaned it up and then recorded it. So yeah, it's out there. Go listen to it. It's called Pastor's Prayer, but again, it's coming from the perspective of another pastor. All right, y'all have a good one.